te yogamayayarabdha parameshtya mahodayam parameshtya mahodayam prochu pranjalayo vipraha prochuhu pranjalayo vipraha prahrashtaya kshubitatvachah prahrashtah kshubitatvachah te yogamayayarabdha parameshtya mahodayam prochu pranjalayo vipraha prahrashtah kshubitatvachah te yogamayayarabdha parameshtya mahodayam prochu pranjalayo vipraha prahrashtah kshubitatvachah te yogamayayarabdha parameshtya mahodayam prochu pranjalayo vipraha prahrashtah kshubitatvachah te yogamayayarabdha parameshtya mahodayam prochu pranjalayo vipraha prahrashtah kshubitatvachah te yogamayayarabdha parameshtya mahodayam prochu pranjalayo vipraha prahrashtah kshubitatvachah prahrashtah te yogamayayarabdha parameshtya mahodayam prochu pranjalayo vipraha prahrashtah kshubitatvachah te those yogamayaya through his internal potency arabdha had been revealed parameshtya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Mahaudayam multi-glories Prochuhu spoke Pranjalayah with folded hands Vipraha the four Brahmanas Praharashtaha extremely delighted Kshubitatvachah hair standing on end. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, C.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The four Brahmana sages were nevertheless extremely delighted to behold him, and they experienced a thrill throughout their bodies. They then spoke as follows to the Lord, who had revealed the multi-glories of the Supreme Personality through his internal potency Yogamaya. Purport. The sages were almost too puzzled to speak before the Supreme Personality of Godhead for the first time, and the hairs of their bodies stood erect due to their extreme joy. The highest opulence in the material world is called Parameshtya, the opulence of Brahma. But that material opulence of Brahma, who lives on the topmost planet within this material world, cannot compare to the opulence of the Supreme Lord, because the transcendental opulence in the spiritual world is caused by Yoga Maya, whereas the opulence in the material world is caused by Mahamaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shlakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunath Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Tamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swaminiti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Vandeham Shri Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are in the 16th chapter of 3rd canto. In the previous chapter, Kumaras cursed this Jay and Vijay, and when Lord Vishnu came to know about that, he personally appeared there with Lakshmi Devi, and then he pacified these 4 Kumaras. So that is a part of this chapter, whatever Lord Vishnu spoke to 4 Kumaras, glorifying them. Then after hearing his words, here 4 Kumaras have become stunned now. And in this particular verse we see that the 4 Brahmana sages were nevertheless extremely delighted to behold him, and they experienced a thrill throughout their bodies. So they were very extremely delighted, they were thrilled, they were stunned. So symptoms of ecstasy manifested in their bodies. And we should know that these are very exalted sages who have attained perfection. They are in a transcendental position. They have come to Vaikuntha. No ordinary material living being can reach there. So they were very exalted personalities. Still they became stunned by seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we can imagine how astounding the Supreme Lord was, Lord is. So here Prabhupada in the purport he speaks about this word Parameshtya. Parameshtya means the opulence of Brahma. Word to word meanings, it is translated of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and translation also follows that. Who revealed the multi glories of Supreme Personality of Godhead through his internal potency, Yoga Maya. So basically, Lord manifested transcendental opulences. By seeing that, 4 Kumaras became stunned. So that is the point. And further Srila Prabhupada comments on that. that material opulence of Brahma, who lives on the topmost planet within this material world, cannot compare to the opulence of the Supreme Lord, because the transcendental opulence in the spiritual world is caused by Yoga Maya, whereas opulence in the material world is caused by Maya, Mahamaya. So basically, sometimes we use the word, what is that? We hear in the Shastra, Chit and Achit potency. So material world is made up of Achit potency, and spiritual world is made up of Chit potency. In Brahma Samhita, we see that verse is there. Chintamani prakara sadmashu kalpa vraksha laksha vrateshu surabhirabhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasrashata sambrama sevyamanam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So spiritual world, or Goloka Vrindavana is described, which is highest planet in Vaikuntha, highest abode in Vaikuntha. So there it is spoken how it is a Chintamani Dham. Chintamani Prakara Sadmashu Kalpa Vraksha. It is made up of Chintamani gems. Chintamani gems in English, how you translate? They translate it as philosopher's stone. So we don't have any experience of such stone in the material now, presently, in the present society. That anything it comes in contact with, that it becomes gold. That is Chintamani, or philosopher's stone. Touchstone. So Chintamani, it is made up of Chintamani. Kalpa Vrakshas are there, desire fulfilling trees. Prabhupada used to comment on that. So they are living beings, they don't have any desire, personal desires, or material, or personal desires to satisfy themselves. But they have transcendental desires to please the Lord. So therefore, to help them, there are Kalpa Vrakshas are there. Desire fulfilling trees are there. Lakshavrateshu surabhirabhipalayantam. What is God doing there? So what activity he does, God? Most of the people, even many Vedic sampradayas, they don't have any understanding what God does actually. Some Vaishnava sampradayas, they may what Lord does actually. He is lying down on Ananta Shesha and Lakshmi Devi is massaging his feet. Anything else is there apart from that? Here we get, from Brahma Samhita, we get description. Krishna is, what is he doing? He is tending cows. Lakshavrateshu surabhirabhipalayantam. Lakshmi sahasra shata sambramam sevyamanam. So there are thousands of Lakshmis who are enthusiastically serving the Lord, ever ready to serve the Lord. Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam. At least in this case, Krishna, they are gopis. Here Lakshmis means gopis. Gopis. Sometimes we think that we are doing favor on Krishna by doing service to Krishna. Or doing favor on some spiritual master or someone else. But Krishna doesn't want our service actually. He has so many servants. By doing service to Krishna, we are getting benefited. For our own benefit, we are doing service to Krishna. Where it comes in Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada writes, I think 15.15, he says, for our living entity, for its own benefit, it has to understand the Vedic literatures, something like that. Anyway, for our own benefit, we are doing service to Krishna. not that Krishna is in want of our service. So because he has thousands of gopis. So this is spiritual world. They are ever ready, very enthusiastic. Ever enthusiastic. Shatasambrama Sevyamanam. Once Tamal Krishna Goswami wrote a letter to Srila Prabhupada. I want to make 100 buses and travel all over America and distribute books and make America to surrender to Krishna, like that. Prabhupada was very happy to receive that mail. So, and he told that how in the spiritual world no one becomes tired actually. We are tired, always we are tired. There no one sleeps, he says. They are always enthusiastic to serve Krishna. Prabhupada wrote that letter. So I am very happy that you have such mood of those devotees in the spiritual world. So in this way, they are ever ready to serve Krishna. So this is spiritual world. Anyway, the point there is that word Chintamani, that stone. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, commenting on this verse in Brahma Samhita, he points out that this Chintamani is not the Chintamani of the material world. This is Chintamani of the spiritual world, because there is description of Goloka Vrindavan here, not material world. In the material world there is material Chintamani, and in the spiritual world there is transcendental Chintamani. We know that verse also about holy name also, when Nama Tattva, where it is described, what is holy name, what is the truth about holy name, the truth of holy name, what it is holy name is, that verse, anyone remembers? Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinatvam Nama Naminaha. What is holy name? What is Nama? It is not any name, form, qualities of the material world. Mayavadis are very much afraid of Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leelas. So because whenever they think about Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, means it is about material. They cannot come to an understanding about transcendental name, form, qualities and pastimes. So this world is world full of name, form, qualities and activities. So spiritual realm must be a negation of this. It should be free from name, form, qualities and. But here we are discussing about transcendental, completely spiritual name, form, qualities and activities of the Supreme Lord. So his name is non-different from himself. So neophyte cannot understand this, how it is different from, non-different from Krishna. Prabhupada spoke about that. Offensive chanting means differentiating between name, form, qualities and pastimes of the Lord. And as long as we don't realize that these name, form, qualities and pastimes of the Lord are non-different from Krishna, we will be doing offensive chanting only. Nama is non-different from Krishna. Nama itself is Krishna. Abhinatvam Nama Naminaha. And it is Chintamani, it is. Nama Chintamani. It can fulfill all our desires. But we don't use holy name for fulfilling our material desires. So material desires. So what holy name can give us? In the first verse of Shikshashtaka, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described benefits of chanting holy name. But the central point there is Shreya Khairava Chandrika Pitaranam Vidya Vadu Jivanam. Shreya Khairava, it can give us the highest benefit, highest Shreya. That is love of Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described, that is also one of the unique teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prema Pumarto Mahan. Generally, liberation is considered as Shreya. Jidnyasu Shreya Uttamam. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, even above liberation there is Prema. Panchama Purushartha. Prema Pumarto Mahan. Artha. Purushartha. So that holy name can give that. So it is Chintamani. So Sanatan Goswami had one stone, Chintamani stone, but that is material Chintamani stone, and he threw it in the garbage. When one materialistic person understood that Sanatan Goswami has Chintamani, so I can go and request that from him. Then when he went to Sanatan Goswami, then he said, so you can search there in the garbage. Then that fellow somehow searched it and grabbed it and took away. Thinking that, oh, I achieved the ultimate benefit of my life. So for materialistic people, this is ultimate benefit. So, but how long this will give happiness? Material opulence cannot give us happiness. So Chapala Sukha it is called as. Chapala Sukha means fleeting happiness. It will not stay long. But in ignorance, all the living entities, they are thinking that, okay, we will become happy by, you see most of the people, everyone in this world, they are thinking, you can see surrounding people, as much as earn money. If I can earn more and more and more and more money, I will be very happy. Like that. Especially in the modern society, which is considered as demonic in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna, he said that, idam abd, what is that? Idam labdva maya, idam adya maya labdvam, imam prapse punardhanam. Today I accumulated this much, tomorrow with my plans I will accumulate more and more. Everyone, especially in this modern society. Traditionally, because they followed Dharma was the main thing which was governing their life. Now greed for money is what governs everyone's life. So they don't even understand that in the name of accumulating this wealth, they are sacrificing so much material happiness. They don't realize it at all. So unfortunate, so much ignorance. So this is often I keep saying that how this present society is a symbol of highest ignorance it is. But everyone believes in illusion and ignorance that we are very intelligent, we are very smart. Fools. In this way, they think, but it will not. So that fellow also, he realized that it is. He remembered that, oh, this was thrown in the garbage by Sanatan Goswami. Then he thought that he may be having a better Chintamani than this, or something better than this, more valuable than this. Then he decided to go back and he approached. Then Sanatan Goswami, he said, okay, I have more valuable than this, something more valuable than this, but you throw that in the Yamuna and come back. With heavy heart, that materialistic person went and threw it in the Yamuna and came back. And Sanatan Goswami gave him feedback and sit and chant. This is a Chintamani, Nama Chintamani. Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Krishna's Krishna's name. Krishna. And it is Rasa Vigraha. Not so much discuss about rasa, here and there we get to know. So we see here in this verse how it includes all the mellows. And these mellows are not material, again not mellows of chapala sukha, fleeting happiness, all the transcendental mellows, spiritual rasas. Everyone is craving here after happiness, but holy name alone has all the rasa vigraha it is. Our mind is hankering after so many things. You have to just convince that whatever you are hankering after, from after, it is all there in this chanting. When you are chanting, so you can tell your mind that no need to run here and there for happiness and craving. Trishna it is called as, that craving is called as Trishna in Sanskrit. So nivritta tarshe rupagiyamana bhavaushada shotra manobhiramat. Who can chant the holy names? One who has become free from this tarshna, material anchorings. So we have to convince our mind that don't run off here and there. Whatever you are craving for, that is all there in this. So that is the meaning of rasa vigraha, that real happiness, all that fulfillment. Rasa vigraha, that is rasa vigraha. Ramante yogino anante satya ananda chidatmaniti ramapadena so parabrahma vidiyate. Ramapada. Why Parabrahma is called as Rama? Satyananda Chidatmani. So by coming in contact with him, they experience real happiness, Satyananda. But unfortunately, we are in ignorance. Therefore, Rupa Goswami composed that verse, Syat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapya Vidyapito Patapta Rasanasya Narochikano Kintvadaradhanudinam Kalu Saiva Jushpa Swadvi Kramad Bhavati Tadgada Mola Hantri. That because of the jaundice, what happens? Sugar candy appears better. So similarly, in ignorance, we are not experiencing the real taste of. Not only in that verse not only speaks about Krishna's name, form, qualities, and Pasyat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapyabhit. Nama Charitadi, Krishna's name, Krishna's pastimes, etc. So we don't feel that transcendental happiness because of our jaundice of ignorance. But what is the solution he gives? Generally, when one is jaundice, one is encouraged to eat sugar candy only. Similarly, Adarad-anudinam, very reverentially, Prabhupada also in one first canto in purport, he writes, chant Hare Krishna with awe and reverence, he says. Adarad here. Kintvadaradhanujinam kalusaiva jushtva. Adarad means how it is. Respectfully. Understanding that it is Krishna himself. When some great personality appears, how it is. How you are very respectful, very careful, very attentive. Like that. Anudinam means every day, literally. Every day. Not that one day I chanted nicely and another day I don't chant. Anudinam. Then the disease will be cured. Then we will really experience what? Prabhupada used to say that once he said, I think. When you really chant Hare Krishna, then you will feel that you never chanted before. That is the day you should understand, I have chanted today, right? Like that. Oh, all these years, all these days, all these weeks, months, I never chanted. Today I chanted like that. That is a feeling should come. That is chanting. Anyway, Nama Chintamani. But again, this is not just material Chintamani. We should not understand it. It is spiritual. Because this is all under manifested by Yoga Maya. Manifestation of Yoga Maya. Krishna's internal potency. Te Yoga Maya Rabdha Parameshtya Mahodayam Prochu Pranjalayo Vipra Praharashta Akshubhita Tvachaha. And also another thing we come to point here is that how Krishna's opulences, Vishnu's, Lord Narayana, Vishnu's opulences are transcendental here. First thing we should know that these people who have approached him, who are beholding these four sages, four Brahmana sages, they are themselves on transcendental platform. They are not material living, conditioned living beings. And they are attracted to Supreme Lord. By beholding him, they are stunned. So they are here standing on end. So Mayavadis and so-called yogis, they think that you should control your emotions, become stone. But here you see those who are transcendental, those who have transcended everything, they are becoming, their spiritual emotions are coming out now by seeing the Supreme Lord. So vikaras are happening, sattvika vikaras, ashta sattvika vikaras. Here only one is mentioned, but actually it is Kshubhita Tvachaha is mentioned. Praharishtaha, extremely delighted. They became very happy, blissful. They became ecstatic. Praharishtaha means they became ecstatic, and in that ecstasy, Kshubhita Tvachaha. Here stood an end. Romancha is another word. In morning we sing, no, Romancha Kampa Shrutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Sri Charana Ravindam. Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Vadita. Kirtana Nritya Gita as taught by Mahaprabhu, not our mental concoction. There are many descriptions like that actually. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Gaura Bihita Kirtana Shuni Radaya Ananda Nache, like that. Gaura Bihita Kirtana, as it is taught by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not our concocted Kirtan. So when Guru, he hears such Kirtan, he becomes Romancha Kampa Shrutaranga Vajo. We can see the ecstasy manifested. So similarly, these four sages, they manifested by seeing. From this we can understand what we come to the conclusion that how Lord's qualities are transcendental. His opulences are transcendental. Because even the transcendentalists are getting attracted to him. So where we come to point, at this point, some famous description is there. Atma Ramascha Manayo Nirgranthe Api Urukrame Kurvantya Heitu Kim Bhaktim Ittam Bhuta Guno Harihi. Guna Ittam Bhuta Guno Hari. Hari's qualities, Guna means qualities. Hari's qualities are transcendental. Why? Because the question, this was actually answer, the verse spoken by Sutta Goswami to the sages of Naimisharanya. So in answer to questions by the sages, what was their question? How is that, although he was a transcendentalist, Brahmavadi, Atma Rama Muni, completely self-satisfied, That verse is there. Yeah, what is that? Atmaratirya sevad atmaneva cha santushto tasya karyam navi. 3.17 Bhagavad Gita. Anyone? No one remembers. Surprise. Brahmacharis should know all Bhagavad Gita at least. How it begins? Atmaneva cha santushtas tasya karyam na vidyate. Yasya atmaratireva syad atmatraptascha manava atmaneva cha santushtas tasya karyam na vidyate. Yasya atmaratirasya ratireva syad. Atmarati, he is only engaged in happiness of self, spiritual happiness, nothing connected with senses and sense objects. Yasya atmaratireva syad atmatraptascha manava, and he is self-satisfied. Atmaneva cha santushtas. Atmaratir atmatraptascha atmaneva cha santushta. So he is completely fulfilled in the self only. Tasya karyam na vidyate. He doesn't have to do anything in the material world. He doesn't have material duties. He doesn't have to follow principles of varnashram dharma. That doesn't mean he is a debauchee. I am transcendental and I am debauched. He is fully satisfied. Atma trapchasya manava. So such person doesn't have any material duties in this world. So same such kind of personality was Shukadeva Goswami. So the sages were surprised that why he had to study such a big, great literature actually. The other meaning of this verse is literature. When we study any literature, according to Mayavadis, any literature in this world, it is full of, when we have to describe something, when you have to write a book or describe something, then we have to write about name, form, qualities and activities. Then it is material. So writing a book and reading a book, although they themselves will write some rubbish. So of any individual's name, form, qualities and activities means it should be material. It should be mundane. So why such a personality? He underwent trouble to study such a vast literature. That was the question. Then in answer to that, he speaks this verse: Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgrantyapyorukrame Kurvantya Hetu Kim Bhakti Mittam Bhuta Guno Hare. Atma Rama Munis, Nirgranthas. Nirgranthas. Other meaning is that Nirgrantha means one who have become free from material grantha. Means bondage. Grantha means bondage. Nirgrantha means one who has become free from bondage. How it was? That verse is Pumsa Striya Mituni Bhav Tayo Rato Radaya Granthi Mahu. That Granthi word has come there. So when a man and woman get attracted, so what happens? Then they become bound by material attachments, one after another. Graha Kshetra Sutapta Vittayar Janasya Mohoyam Aham Mameti. So attachment and attraction to the world becomes 100 times. Prabhupada used to comment on this verse. More. When a man and woman unite. This is bondage, Granthi. Not in the heart, like that it is translated. So not in the heart. Basically it is material attraction. Allurement. craving, trashna for material sense gratification. That knot. So one after the another, knot after knot, knot after knot, knot after knot, knot after knot, then it becomes very difficult to break that attachment. So in this way, one becomes bound by material laws. Material existence continues. So this grantha, nirgrantha, means he is free from material bondage. So such people also, what happens? They hear, read, study about the qualities of the Lord. Why? Because from that what we understand, so Lord's qualities are transcendental. So therefore nirguna word, whenever nirguna word came in the Shastra, so nirguna means he is free from material qualities, not that he doesn't have qualities at all. So generally guna means it is understood three gunas are there. We are all under the influence of three gunas. Sattva, Raja, Tama guna. And here nirguna means free from those three modes of material. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have any qualities at all. So Mayavadis, they think that Saguna Brahma and Nirguna Brahma. Nirguna Brahma means Parabrahma he is. And when he appears in this world, he assumes a material form with material name, form, qualities and activities. Form with material name, form, under the three modes of material nature. That is Saguna Brahma. So in this way, some or other Mayavadis imagine that by worshipping such Saguna Brahma, and we will also become Nirguna Brahma. All kinds of crazy ideas, foolish ideas. So everyone is one: Brahma, Shiva, Durga, Vishnu, Krishna, Rama, all are one. So one day, some or other, we by worshipping these people will become Nirguna. It's completely strange, crazy ideas. So in this way, so Lord Vishnu is transcendental. His qualities are transcendental. His opulences are transcendental. So therefore, even the transcendentalists, they are becoming attracted to his qualities. That is the point here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any questions, comments? ठीक है. I thought questions are there. Short class. Otherwise we could have discussed Atma Ram hours eternally.